Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another moos3h's streamer showcase, and today we have Mighty Gamer Dad. How are you doing?
I'm good, Moosey. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. When did you start streaming?
I started streaming seriously in June of this year, 2020. I started streaming officially probably June of 2019, but I was never really into it. Like, I wasn't looking to do anything with it at the time. I was just sharing videos with friends and stuff. But once the pandemic hit, then I started taking it a little more seriously in June of 2020.
What kind of led you to start streaming in the first place? Was it just because you wanted to share clips with your friends and you thought, well, might as well stream live, or was it something else?
Yeah, it was a bunch of a couple of my friends and I were. He was streaming. He's like, you should share some of your stuff. So I started streaming some things back then, and we would just go live. Had really no aspirations of taking it seriously, like I said. So there was no overlays. It was just pretty much cut and dry, straight from console up to YouTube, and that's pretty much what we did. Once the pandemic hit and there was job security and things like that, then I started looking at streaming as a secondary hobby to eventually, take hold at some point, and I should do something with it. It's become a fun journey. So
Good, yeah. Well, it's been good to pop into some of your streams. I think the first stream I managed to actually catch you on because of the time zone difference was a real talk that you were doing, and that was really good. You were talking about how you're past in Facebook and now you've transitioned to Twitch.
Yes.
Is that a full-time transition now, or is that
It is a full-time transition. I still use Facebook to network and focus on building relationships with like other people and people with similar interests. But as far as streaming, we've moved completely over to Twitch as of October, and streaming now almost full-time on Twitch. I mean, it's the only place that we're streaming now. But Twitch.
Great. And how have you found that transition going from Facebook to Twitch?
The communities are very different from Facebook to Twitch, and I get it. It's probably you can find those same communities on Facebook, but my community there wasn't as active as when I brought them over to Twitch. We had some issues where Facebook was they had just changed their algorithm, but notifications weren't going out, so a lot of my community wasn't really being seen or knowing when I was live. So when we came over to Twitch, we saw a huge influx in engagement, and the community is very welcoming on Twitch. And I think it has more to do with just the community that we surround ourselves with. But it's been night and day from Facebook to Twitch. I love Twitch. Twitch has been so much fun.
That's good. That's good. Great. So what kind of channel are you trying to build?
It's going to be a little bit of a variety stream, but as I share on my stream, I didn't want to focus just on gaming because I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not even sure if I would call myself an average gamer. I'm terrible at most games, but I have fun with them. It's really kind of like my way to just release and let stress go. But some of the other aspects to myself is where I wanted to take the stream, and that's with real talk. Sharing some of my journey, some of the mistakes I've made in the past with growth and network marketing, and helping people to kind of become their best version of themselves and hopefully find who they are in the process so they can share that with other people. Because I feel like the best way to build a community is to share who you are to that community. So
Great. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that stood out for me really when I first jumped into your stream. It was the actual honest positivity, like, you could feel it coming from you that you're positive about things, but you can tell it's not a front and you don't go way over top. It's just, this is what you've got, this is what you get. I'll be honest with you. There's positivity. And it was really good. It was really refreshing to just be in there, and I think even that night I was up until 3-4 a.m. watching your stream, and I really should have gone to bed, but I was hooked. I wanted more. It was great.
I think I remember you being there. So with Real Talk is meant to be like a kind of a, not so much a blunt, but kind of like just the realities of growth, whether it's through Twitch or building a business, network marketing, relationships, things like that, and just kind of getting away from the fluff that people kind of tend to focus on.
Yeah.
And just get to the realities of it. Like, listen, it's gonna suck sometimes. You're gonna have these mental blocks and stumbling. You're gonna have days where you don't feel like doing it, and we talk about those things, talk about the struggles, and it's now evolving to where we're bringing other people in to share their successes and their journeys, because my journey is unique to me, and what I have may connect with some people, but I know that it won't connect with everybody. So as I'm moving forward, I wanted to evolve to where I can bring other people on their journey and share something that they're going through that might connect with people that are following it in my community, hopefully help them to propel them forward as well. So it's been, I wanted to be open and honest. That's really the main thing. I wanted to be honest and not what they call toxic positivity. It's like, just keep going. You're doing great. Like, no, like if you're doing the right things, yes, keep doing that. But if you're not seeing growth after doing it for so long, then there's probably something you're not doing, and let's talk about it. Because, we want you to succeed. Everyone should succeed at this, So, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a very good mindset to have, and a very good kind of, I guess, it's probably not your brand, but a very good brand kind of thing to have. Like, everyone, trying to make sure that everyone succeeds as long as they're willing to be real about things.
Yes, yeah. One of my ideologies is I don't look at anyone else as competition. Everyone in the Twitch and streaming industry is a peer. So my goal is to make sure that we're all growing together. There's enough people to go around that we can. There's plenty of enough people that we can succeed together. I'm not in a competition with anyone.
No, so. That's good. That's a very good mindset to have. So, with your current growth, is there anything you can attribute to where you are at now? And are you seeing more growth as the days go on? Is there something that you're specifically doing that you'd like to share?
I would say the main focus that I've had was a focus on building relationships, and building the right relationships, not just connecting with people to build my numbers, but to build solid and meaningful relationships with other people that when they come into my community, I'm excited to talk with them. I'm excited to share what's going on in my life, and I'm excited to hear what's going on in theirs. I feel like a lot of people get stuck in the habit of just focusing on trying to get their numbers up, focusing on whether it's followers or subscribers, and not really focusing on the quality of the relationships that they're building in their community. And my focus when I started Facebook, and then I moved over to Twitch, has always been build a community that I love and build a community of people that I admire and who inspire me at the same time. No matter where they're at in their journey, whether they're just beginners or they have 1,000 followers or more. If they're in my community, it's because I want them there. And that's probably the one thing I can attribute to the success of my stream as it's continuing to grow. And it's continuing to grow on a weekly basis. Some of my friends are like, I can't believe you're literally on Twitch for 2 months and you probably have half of your subscribers or half of your followers are subscribers. So I was like, I can't control what they do. All I want to do is just surround myself with awesome people. And I think that's probably the one thing I can contribute to the growth.
Cool.
So.
Great. Was there a particular bad moment in your recent streaming which you regretted instantly?
Butter. Eating a stick of butter.
Sorry, that was a loaded question.
Yes, you probably knew it was going to be that one.
Yeah, it was my fault technically. I did the wheel of pain for you, and
so I'm always trying to brainstorm. My focus is entertaining my chat. The game is inconsequential. Like, it doesn't matter what game I play. My focus is have an entertaining chat, interact with them as much as possible, and they love to torture me. So I was going through, I'm like, what can we do? And I saw someone put a stick of butter as a challenge. I was like, I could probably do that. So, but I didn't have a stick of butter the first time I did it. So I did a spoonful of butter, which was from like this Earth Balance butter, which wasn't bad. It was very salty because I got the salted butter. So I went out. I was at the store. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some sticks of butter. We're gonna change this to a stick of butter." Bad idea. It's the worst idea I've ever had. So I got the unsalted, full-fledged whipped butter, not margarine, straight butter, and I brought it out. So I think the next stream you landed on eat a stick of butter, and I was like, "All right, this is we can do this." It's no longer on my wheel of pain. It's gone. It's gone.
I'm surprised. You seem to.
We didn't make it through the stick. We didn't make it through the stick. I got 2 tablespoons in. It hurts your tummy. It's not a fun time. That's my biggest regret.
It's your biggest regret. So when you're planning your week of streaming, or however you schedule your streaming, how do you actually schedule what you're going to be going live with? Do you plan, say, I'm going to be playing games this day, real talk this day, and then just see what happens, or do you just go live and see where the mood takes you?
I do. I have a set schedule for my real talks versus like just the gaming days. Again, the games don't really matter. I try to find games that are entertaining, so I'll talk with the chat, and I'll gauge based on interaction. What are people doing? Are they sticking around? And I'll try to change the game up from there. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, at a specific time from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, every Tuesday and Thursday, we do real talk. So I turn off most of my annoying channel point redemptions that would be distracting as we get a little more serious. And we do that every single day. The rest of the week, we have a little bit of a schedule, but the games change on a week-by-week basis based on whether the games actually work, people enjoy them, or they don't like watching. But again, the games, no one really comes to the channel for the games. They come there to torture me. It's really what they're there for. Except for Tuesdays and Thursdays where we get real and we hopefully have some meaningful conversation.
Great. Okay, cool. So what are you going to be streaming? Obviously, we touched upon that just then, but what are you specifically planning on streaming this coming week?
Our schedule as of now, Mondays typically is going to be some platform game. I think we're going to try to finish up Ori, The Will of the Wisp, which was an incredibly and beautiful game. Tuesday, we have Real Talk from 9 to 10, which is just an hour long. Wednesday, I don't know. We're gonna put some game in there. It was Destiny 2. We might switch it out. Thursday's Real Talk again. Friday, we're starting something brand new called Freemote Fridays, where I go live and I just design for a few hours. Chat will ask me to design something random, and I turn them into emotes, and then I put them up on my website for free, and they can download them and use them on their sites.
That's what your next emote should be: a stick of butter.
A stick of butter. Oh, I will put that on the list.
There you go.
It's going to be on the list. Oh, man. Saturdays, I'm normally off. And then Sundays, we do like a community, it's a longer stream on Sundays. And we spend that time kind of playing community games, real large focus on interaction with the chat, maybe some random games throughout the night. But that's pretty much what we're doing. So.
Great. What times are you going live during the week?
Sundays 4 to 10 Eastern time. Mondays is from 7 to 10 Eastern. Tuesdays and Thursdays 9 to 10. Wednesdays 7 to 10. Fridays 5 to 10. We will have a consistent schedule at some point, but we just got furloughed from work, and I'm afraid to change my schedule until they actually tell me we're not having you in, because they keep calling me into work, and it's been hard to try to make a consistent schedule. So I've kept it where it's at, and I'm not changing it yet, but we'll probably add some more time sometime soon. Okay,
great. Have you got any special events that are coming up that is outside of the standard schedule?
Well, this is going to be going live on the 30th. So outside of the 24-hour stream I have this weekend, no, not yet. We'll probably do some sort of charity stream throughout the some point in December. I think I want to do something for like Toys for Tots or something like that for the kids. I just haven't really set anything up for it. Like maybe a toy drive donations. I had to look into the charities, but I try to do at least one charity drive a month.
Okay.
Because I feel like you have to give back. Like we're honored. I feel honored to be able to even do this at the level that I'm doing it now, which is not even full time. Like it's incredible that we can even have this opportunity, and giving back is one of my big. I tell everyone, give back, take gratitude, be gracious for what you have, have gratitude, be thankful, and stay humble, but also give back, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
good. That's a great way to live and great ethos to have. Good. Right. Okay. If you could trade places with any streamer or content creator, past or present, or take elements from streamers if you don't want to be a streamer, then what would it be and why?
I don't know if I would. That's a good question. I enjoy the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So the part of the process for me is I love learning. I love the process of learning new things and figuring things out. And sure, in the moment it can be stressful, but I don't know if I would trade places. Maybe understand and know a few things before they happen with some of the bigger streamers like Ninja or Stone Mountain. Just kind of know what's in store for me in the future. But in regards to switching places with someone, I don't think I would. I enjoy what I do. I think, and it's something I've always told someone, is be yourself. I think if we were to switch with someone else, you wouldn't really be authentic. So you wouldn't be yourself.
Cool. Is there no specific like elements of a streamer? Like I would like this from this person's stream. Like stay Mighty Gamer Dad, but would you like to take like an element of somebody's stream, either their success or
I think we would all want to be successful like Stone Mountain, or be partnered with, I think you're always going to be looking at someone else and striving to acquire what they're at, obviously in our own way. Having the community of where you go into your stream and you have a bunch of people following you, like Stone Mountain. I'm big on community involvement. I want people interacting in my chat at all times. It's what's fun for me. And some of the bigger streamers like Stone Mountain, even smaller streamers like Shotgun, who's one of my favorite streamers. Dude's weirdest stream I've ever been on. But he's entertaining, and I would want to emulate people like that just know how to entertain and truly have a firm grasp of what their community wants and entertains them at their highest level. Is if I can emulate that from any of these other streamers, that's what I would take from them.
Great. So, you got a sentence or two, quick, say 10, 20 seconds. What's your pull to bring people into your channel?
Okay, so we stream a variety of games, but mostly we're just about the community. We like to be real, we're honest, and we're awesome. We have a lot of fun. We're a bunch of bearded brothers and sisters who are not bearded, by the way. And we're really just about being real. They could be bearded, but if they are, it's no judgment. We're a judgment-free community.
Judgment, yeah.
We have a lot of fun. It's a very close-knit community, and we love everyone. Like, we love each other. It's awesome. So if you want to be a part of an awesome community, come and join in. Most likely, you probably know a few people in there already.
Great. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just have fun. It's really it. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey.
That's probably the best. That's the best advice I've heard in a long time. Is just enjoy the journey.
Really, because there's going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be ups and downs, but if you enjoy the journey, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
So,
great. Well, I have been Moosey, and that has been Mighty Gamer Dad, and this has been Streamer Showcase. See you next week.